Hey guys, my name is Nika and welcome to my channel. So November is here and you know what that means. It's time for my October favorites. If you have watched any of my favorites before, you probably noticed that I usually create a makeup look, my favorite makeup look for that month, and I apply everything to my face. But unfortunately this month I don't have enough of new favorites to make an entire face of makeup, so I'm just gonna show you those few products that I've been loving this month. And also my favorite makeup look would be pretty similar to the one from September, so if you're interested in a wearable fall makeup look, then I'm gonna link the September favorites up here somewhere. And now let's get into my October favorites. Oh yeah, right. Before we get into that, let me just ask you to subscribe so you can join my YouTube family and we can have fun together. And now let's start with favorites. First, I would like to mention this foundation, which is not new at all, but I recently rediscovered it when I was testing all my drugstore foundations for Flashback. If you haven't seen that video, it was up on Monday and I'm gonna also link it up here somewhere, you know how it goes. So while testing this foundation, I found out that I really like it. It has a sort of a natural matte finish, it's quite long lasting and I think it really looks great on the skin. You just need to be careful and blend it very well, otherwise it can look a bit cakey, but I always blend my foundations like crazy, so I have no problems with that. It's the one that I'm wearing on my face right now and I really like it. And I actually like it that much that I bought it in another shade. The old shade is 150 and I think it's too light for me. I bought this one because I thought it's gonna match, and some people said that it can oxidize really badly, so I went with the lighter shade, but then it didn't oxidize on me and it was just too light. So now I bought 180 and I think this one matches me quite well. The next favorite is this blush from Wet n Wild. Aren't you guys happy to see me talking about another blush than just Essence Satin Touch blush? I'm sure you are. Anyway, I really like this blush. I really like the shade of it. As you can see, it's sort of a rusty pink, I would probably call it. It's sort of orangey pink kind of shade, and I think it's very appropriate for the fall because it's a bit more warm toned, but it's still pink, so it looks like you're naturally blushing. And I don't know, I just like pink blushes on my cheeks. I think they make me look more youthful. And this one, I think it's really great. It has enough pigmentation to nicely shows up on the cheeks. It's the one I'm wearing right now, by the way. But it's not too pigmented to easily go overboard with it. So I think it's a great everyday blush. It has like a... It's not completely matte, I would say it's like a satin matte finish, I guess, but it doesn't look glowy on the skin or anything, so you can still use your highlighter if you like. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, it's the shade Mellow Wine. The next thing that I've been loving is this matte lipstick from Catrice, and it's the one that's on my lips right now. It's their Ultimate Matte Lipstick in the shade 010. I really like it because it feels very comfortable on the lips, but it's still matte and it's quite long lasting, but even when it fades it doesn't look really ugly and it's quite easy to reapply it, so I really like using it for every day. It's not a new favorite, I really liked it even before, but I really used it a lot in October and that's why I wanted to mention it. Next, I want to mention this brush cleansing soap from Essence, and I never really used a soap that would be made specifically for cleaning brushes. I usually just use the regular Dove soap and that's it. But this one was so affordable that I decided to give it a try, and I'm actually very happy with it. It actually cleans the brushes faster than my Dove soap, so I will definitely continue using it. And I also like that it doesn't have a strong scent or anything, so my brushes don't really smell after that, because I don't like anything scented near my face. So yeah, really happy with it. Next, I would like to mention this moisturizer from The Ordinary, which is also an old favorite, but I haven't used it for a while now because I ran out and then I had to order it online, and you know, that always takes some time. So I was without it for a while, but now I have it again and I'm super excited about it because it's really great. It's moisturizing but doesn't leave like a sticky feeling on the skin. So yeah, it's definitely my favorite moisturizer, and I had to mention it in this video. Here is one more makeup item that I would like to mention. It's this beautiful palette from Max Factor, and for those of you who don't have Max Factor in your country, you probably have Covergirl. It's the same brand and they have palettes exactly like this. This one is called Golden Nudes, and I think the one from Covergirl has a bit of a similar name. I really like this one because it has beautiful green shades and a gorgeous coppery shade that's on my eyelid today, and overall I think that's a great palette. It's nicely pigmented, it doesn't have any fallout, and the shade selection is great. It has a transition shade, then it has one light shade that you can put on your brow bone, and then it has two highlighting shades, and of course these two green, one is a bit lighter and one is a bit deeper. Then it's this gorgeous coppery shade, and to deepen out your outer corners there's also a black shade. They also blend beautifully, and I think it's very easy to create beautiful everyday looks with this palette. Now let's talk some nail polish. When I did my decluttering video, I think I had only this one from Catrice, but since then, I think that was like a month ago or so, this one got some siblings. Even in that decluttering video I mentioned that I really like this nail polish and that I'm probably gonna buy a few more shades, and well, I sure did. First, let's talk about this one. It's a beautiful nude kind of shade and it's 10 Rosywood Hills. Then I bought two a bit more fun shades. One is 28 Taupe and the other one is 13 Mermayday Mayday. And I also bought a top coat, which I think is really great because it does make them last longer. Next, I would like to mention four more shades that my boyfriend says are all the same, but no, they're not. Here you go. Yes, they're all pink. First one is number 32, Get Your Pink On. Then it's number 33, Pink Outside the Box, which is also on my nails. And then it's 34 for the very first time, and 35, it's a Berryful Day. I think it's quite long lasting, but you need to make sure to apply at least two coats, otherwise it's gonna chip quite easily. But I easily have it on my nails for a week or so, and then I get bored of the color and I need to switch it anyway, and maybe in between I need to fix one nail or two, or maybe sometimes three when I need to wash a bit more dishes that week. But I still think it's a great nail polish, it applies easily, it's affordable, so I will definitely continue using it. And for my last favorite, it's not makeup and it's not skincare, but it's food, or at least food supplement. It's this protein powder from My Protein and it's called Milk Protein Smooth, and I use it in the mornings when I make my smoothies. I eat smoothies pretty much every day, and before I bought this one I was using whey for my smoothies. And it was good, but this powder is a mixture of whey and casein and it makes it way more fluffy and way more thick, so now I need to eat my smoothies with a spoon, but I really like that actually, and it makes me full for a longer time, so if you're into protein and stuff like that, I would highly recommend trying out this one. So that's it for my October favorites. Please let me know which were your favorite products so I can try them out. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye! And next thing... And for my last please let me know... Nose. What nose? Nose. Boop.